In this video, we'll be taking a look at two NHL games happening on May 23, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these two NHL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Carolina Hurricanes versus New York Rangers. The Carolina Hurricanes faced the New York Rangers in Game 4, with the Hurricanes leading the second-round series 2-1. The Hurricanes won the first 2 games on their home ice but stumbled in Game 3 and hope to recover in the upcoming game to take a commanding 3-1 series lead. The Rangers, meanwhile, had a much-needed bounce-back win in Game 3, and with a win in Game 4, they can even up the series at 2 wins apiece. The Hurricanes are 19-9 in their last 28 Tuesday games and 12-4 in their last 16 overall. The Rangers are 38-13 in their last 51 games as a favorite and 24-9 in their last 33 games as a home favorite. The under is 4-0 in Hurricanes' last 4 overall. The over is 7-3 in Rangers' last 10 overall. The Hurricanes are 7-22 in the last 29 meetings in New York and 8-2 in the last 10 meetings. New York took Game 3. In large part due to how fantastic Igor Shesterkin played. Shesterkin has been excellent in this series against Carolina, allowing 2 goals in the first game and 1 goal in Games 2 and 3. He stopped 43 out of 44 shots faced in Game 3. Adam Fox had 1 point or more in each of the 7 games in the first round. He recorded 1 assist in Game 3 against Carolina. The Hurricanes' offense was very good in the first round, but the second round has been different, as they scored just 2 goals in each of the first 2 games and just 1 goal in Game 3. Carolina's offense will continue to struggle, and Shesterkin will keep his level of play in Game 4. Shesterkin will once again lead the Rangers to victory in Game 4, and they will tie the series up. The New York Rangers have played their best hockey these playoffs at home, which includes 4 straight wins, and they're winning those games by an average of 2 goals. The Carolina Hurricanes have lost 4 straight on the road, and they've had issues winning in New York over the last several years. Shesterkin continues to stand tall, and the crowd at MSG can't be overlooked. The Hurricanes have controlled this series and look to take a commanding 3-1 series lead with a win in the upcoming game. The problem is that the Hurricanes, who haven't won on the road in the playoffs, were outplayed in Game 3, and the Rangers look to carry the momentum into the upcoming game with another strong performance. The Rangers are still a tough out, and I like them to even up this series, so the New York Rangers money line is our full game side pick. The Hurricanes, who have only allowed 4 goals in the series, should limit the Rangers' offense with Jacob Slavin, Anthony D'Angelo, and the rest of the defensive unit creating turnovers in the defensive zone while limiting the Rangers' speed on the rush, allowing goaltender Antti Raanta to step up in the net and make plenty of big saves. The Rangers, who have only allowed 5 goals in the series, should eliminate and potentially shut out the Hurricanes' offense with Jacob Trouba, K'Andre Miller, Adam Fox, and the rest of the defensive unit forcing turnovers in the neutral zone and defensive zone while goaltender Igor Shesterkin blanks shots on the net. All season, these 2 teams were excellent at stopping the puck from going into the net. Carolina ranked first and the Rangers ranked second in goals against per game. In the first game of this series, the Rangers scored 1 goal and they were shut out in the second game of this series. New York scored 3 goals in Game 3, but one of those goals was an empty net goal. Carolina scored 2 goals in each of the first 2 games of this series and 1 goal in Game 3. Antti Raanta has been sharp in the playoffs, having a 1.86 goals against average and .939 save percentage in 9 games started in the playoffs. Raanta allowed 1 goal in Game 1, shut out the Rangers in Game 2, and allowed 2 goals in Game 3 of this series. Shesterkin has been excellent in this series against Carolina, allowing 2 goals in the first game and 1 goal in Games 2 and 3. The under hit in Games 1, 2, and 3 of the series. Both teams are terrific at keeping the puck out of the net. Both teams have been carried by their defenses in this series, and Game 4 should reflect that, with both defensive units stepping up and controlling this game from the opening puck drop. This will be a low-scoring game controlled by both defenses. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Calgary Flames versus Edmonton Oilers. The Calgary Flames faced the Edmonton Oilers in Game 4 of the second round after the Oilers took the momentum of the series with the recent win. The Flames won Game 1 9-6 but hoped to bounce back after 2 losses in a row and even up the series with a win in Game 4. The Oilers, meanwhile, have won back-to-back games and hope to take a 3-1 series lead with a win in Game 4. Calgary is 1-5 in their last 6 road games and 1-6 in their last 7 games as a road underdog, while the over is 5-1 in their last 6 division games. Edmonton is 4-1 in their last 5 games against a team with a winning record and 12-3 in their last 15 games when their opponent scores 2 goals or less in their previous game, while the over is 15-4 in their last 19 games as a home favorite. The Edmonton Oilers continue their series against the Calgary Flames and are looking to take a 3-1 series lead. Calgary was the better team during the regular season, but they haven't been able to slow down Connor McDavid or Leon Draisaitl. Both players are on another level and there may not be a way for the Flames to contain them. The Flames are as strong as their goaltender, and Jacob Markstrom has been less than stellar so far. He's being left out to dry every night, and when he is on his game, it's still not enough. Edmonton is controlling the game for large stretches, and Calgary's top players are just not getting the job done. As long as Mike Smith continues to play well, the Oilers are going to win more games than they lose. The Oilers have roared back to win the last 2 games of this series, and that is saying a lot, as they had lost their previous 2 games to the Flames, giving up 9 goals in each one. Calgary had their chance to take a commanding 2-0 series lead in Game 2 after going up 2-0 early but could not close the deal. The Oilers are confident and their defense has stepped up in the last 2 games and they only gave up 1 goal in their last game. I think they will give up more than that in Game 4, but their attack will make up for it. With Kane being a star to go along with the other 2 superstars for the Oilers, they are too tough to beat and their attack will carry them to a win, and they will take a commanding 3-1 lead in this series. McDavid is just too good to be stopped, and he can help the Oilers move on to the next round. So the Edmonton Oilers money line is our full game side pick. The Oilers, who have averaged 5 goals per game, should constantly find the back of the net with Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, and the rest of the forward unit creating open space in the offensive zone while generating shots on the net from the face-off circles and the slot. The Flames, who have scored 13 goals in the series, should run up the score with Johnny Gaudreau, Matthew Tkachuk, Elias Lindholm, and the rest of the forward unit crashing the net on the rush while creating open shots with great puck movement in the offensive zone, allowing Rasmus Andersson to pick apart the Oilers' defense with shots from the point. I look for the Flames to press the attack and score some goals, but their defense will struggle yet again. They have given up 15 goals in the 3 games in this series, and with the attack Edmonton has, that is not good. The Oilers and their star-studded scorers will get it done in this game and light the lamp a few times. However, the Flames will keep up and get some goals as well. This Game 4 will be far from a defensive battle. Both teams have been carried by their offenses and look to pile on the goals throughout the game. This will be a high-scoring game with both offenses stepping up. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.